Hi friends, welcome to my channel Simple Learning Tips. So in today's video, we'll be covering decision making process. Now, see, we take decisions in our everyday life every minute. Okay, the moment we wake up, okay, we decide whether we have to get up at 6, whether we have to get up at 7. So these are all the various decision making that we are making in our day-to-day life. Okay, so it is not something that we are not aware of. Okay, now here we have given a rational decision making process. Okay, so rational means like making a kind of consistent and value based decisions because of which you will get the best alternatives available. Okay, so the best you will get the best decisions, you will make the best decisions that you can make. That is rational. So this process, decision making process, these steps will help an individual to achieve maximum maximum outcome, like how to take the best kind of decisions. Okay, so this process will help in that. Now, what are the various steps? Let's go through that. Define the problem. See, the very first thing that the decision maker has to make is you have to identify the problem. Okay, means there will be a difference between the expected outcome and the real outcome. So there is a problem. So you have identified the problem. For example, I'll go through these steps with the help of an example. Like for example, you have to you join a college. Okay, there might be some various constraints, like your marks might be a constraint, or the location of the college might be a constraint. So there will be a lot of problem. And the problem is that, okay, maybe you have got good scores and you know the college that you want to join, and you have to make this decision in that. Or suppose you have got less mark and you want this particular course in this particular college. So that problem you have to identify correctly. Or suppose you have made a budget, you're spending money, and on budget you found that every month you are spending 1,000 rupees extra. So that is a problem that you have identified. So let's say that you have a mobile phone. So you have to identify what is wrong with the mobile phone. Okay, do you really need a mobile phone, or you can, you just want to upgrade it, or you just want to buy it because your friends bought it, or really the mobile is not working, its screen is gone, you are unable to pick up the call, you are unable to browse for your online classes or anything. So do you really want this mobile phone, a new mobile phone? Okay, so identify the exact problem here. Now, if a decision maker does ignores the problem, or he identifies the wrong problem, that will lead to a poor decision making. So the very first step is you have to identify the correct problem. Next one is identify the decision criteria. Now this decision criteria will actually help an individual to solve the problem. Okay, that is what we are doing, right? So what you have to identify is what are the important things that will help you to make the decision. And it can be based on the decision maker's interest, their values, their preferences. Okay, so it's not necessary that what one individual decision maker thinks that it is important will not be will not be a relevant factor to to another person. For example, in the same example of buying a mobile, you want a mobile that is that has a good camera facility, also a budget friendly. Okay, or maybe it should have a sleek design. Okay, or you want it to use for your gaming purposes, and you want that speed accessibility for the gaming purposes. Okay, but for your parents that might not be, they just have to make the call, they just have to watch some YouTube videos. That might be there, they don't even have want the phone to take a good selfie or even take a good photograph. Okay, so that decision making, the criteria, it depends on individual choices, preferences. Okay, maybe for your friend, the budget is not a constraint, they want the latest updated upgraded version of Apple iPhone. So these are the various criteria. So you as an individual decision who has to make a decision, the decision maker should identify what are the things that are important to them. Now, next one is allocate weightage to the criteria. Now, previously you have identified the decision making criteria. Now you give importance, okay, so that you can arrange the things in priority. Like I said, if budget is important to you, is very important to you, make that a number one priority. Or if you want to go for brand names, okay, like OnePlus, Apple, or any other companies, then you decide, okay, brand name is number one priority for you. So in this step, allocate weightage to the criteria. Next one, the next step is develop the alternatives. Now you know what are the problems, you have identified the decision making criteria, and you have identified allocate weightage to the criteria. Now you have to develop the alternatives. Suppose in your problem you found that whatever phones you are buying, the charging capacity is not good. So what you will do is you will try to, and your one of the most important priority even is not budget, it is the mobile phone which has good battery capacity. So while developing the alternatives, what you will do, you'll do Google search, you will ask the experts, you will ask your friends or the people who are working in mobile shops, mobile companies. You will do a lot of research that are possibility, and you will give you have given importance to a mobile that has good battery capacity. So you will find out, you will list out the alternatives. Now in this step, you are only listing out the available options, available alternatives. Okay, you are not doing anything else. You are just finding out, okay, these are the available alternatives that are available in the market. Now next one is, what you are doing is you are evaluating the criteria. Okay, now here, like previously we had given weightage to the criteria, here we are evaluating the alternative. Now you are rating the available alternatives. Okay, maybe Mi phone is there, Vivo Plus is there, so all these things are there, and you are giving rating to this mobile phone. Okay, that is in our example. You are identifying what are the strength and weakness of each and every alternative that you have, that are available, and you are rating it. Now once you have done that, select the best alternative. Now you have rated it, right? So it is very easy to make the decision, and you final step is you are finally deciding what kind of mobile you have to buy. Okay, so these are the decision making process. I hope it is understood. It is very simple. So let's move on to the next uh, topic, that is creativity in decision making. Now you would think, why creativity in decision making is important? Because now we are going to talk about decision making in an organizational context. Okay, now creativity is very essential even in our daily life. If he is a creative person, he will be able to give new ideas, useful ideas. You never know, while going to purchase a mobile, you have so many restrictions and you're so frustrated, that you might be the person who will discover a new mobile phone company. That is also possible. Okay, so that is why creativity in decision making is very, very important. Okay, now, so there are to be creative, or to maximize the creative potential. See, everybody has creativity in them, each and every individual. They just have to bring out their creativity. Okay, so how we can do that, and what are the various model of creativity? Now here we have identified three components. So first is expertise. Expertise means he should have good knowledge, intensive knowledge about the subject. Okay, so if you, let's say you want to discover, you want to invent a new phone, you should have thorough knowledge of the technology behind the phone, the software that are being used, all the hardware, software, whatever things that are in the mobile. You should have an expert knowledge in that. If a person has minimum knowledge, he will not be able to create something new. He will not have that much of kind of creative ideas. So creativity will be improved if an individual has the ability, the knowledge, the proficiency, and the expertise in that particular field. Okay, so then only a person can be creative. There will not be much restriction. Now what are the various, now next is creativity skills. Now, there are certain, it's not easy for to be creative and to invent new ideas. If it was that much easy, I'm sure that all the people, everybody will be creating something new every day. But to have that creative mindset, there should be some skills inbuilt, or it can be even inherited, or it can be even acquired, that skills. Okay, that is, there should be a tolerance for patience, because it is not necessary that the first thing that you create, you invent, will be successful. Okay, I've read somewhere that Mark Zuckerberg said that Facebook is not the first thing that he created. He had created previous platforms, there were failures, and then finally you are seeing the final output. It's not that the first thing he created Facebook and it was an overnight success. So there will be failures even in everybody's life. Even it is a known fact that Steve Jobs was even thrown out from the company that he invented. Okay, so that he created along with his friend. So at that time the persistence was there, the tolerance level was there, their creativity didn't stop, or they didn't give up that point of time when there was a low point. Okay, they tried, they worked hard, and they outgrew from that. So that kind of mentality, that kind of skills should be there along with the knowledge and expertise. Like there should be, you should have skill, self-confidence, risk-taking mindset should be there, intelligence, independence, all these things. And like a focus of control should be there, tolerance for, when you're creating something, there will not be a clarity. There will not be something that you can refer to, or you can take ideas, you can take inspiration, but there will not be a booklet. Okay, uh, that these are the steps that you have to take to create a new thing. So that tolerance for not clear, okay, for ambiguity should be there. All these things, all these extra skills are also required to be a creative person, to improve the creativity in an individual. Okay, now next one is task motivation. So we might have heard these stories, like whenever some creative people, like in movies and all that, we see that when scientists are working, they will be working in such a way that we feel that they are obsessed with that work. Okay, but that kind of hard work and dedication and motivation is required when you're working on any new ideas. Okay, so because they enjoy doing that work, they are very much interested, they are involved, and it is very satisfying for them. It is kind of challenging for them. That is why they are doing this new creative thing, new inventing thing. Okay, so this is how the actual creative ideas can be created, and a person who can enhance these skills, okay, or the various components that will help an individual to create, to be creative while in taking decisions. Okay, all these things, they are very important while working in an organization. Now in our, I think this video has gone long, so in my next video I'll cover how decisions are taken in an organization. Okay, so I hope you like this video. And in my previous video, I had announced that I have introduced, important questions based on the universities in India, and that you can buy that, and the link is available in the description box. It is a very affordable price. You'll be getting discount also. Along with that, MCQs, multiple choice questions in HRM is also available. The link is in the description box as well. For that also coupon code is available. Please check that, and if you are interested, please do buy that, and you can grab the opportunity. It will be really helpful for you. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. DM for more topics in my Insta handle at Simple Learning Tips 2019. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.